Hi, friends. We're going to read the story called We March by Shane Evans. And on the cover, there's lots of people of different races. There's some white people, African American people, and they're holding an American flag. The morning is quiet. They're in a neighborhood, and the sun is just starting to rise. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 people walking. The sun rises. A dad wakes up his son. A mom wakes up her daughter. And we prepare. They're getting dressed. The father's helping the son put on his shoes, and the son has his arm around his dad. To march. So they are marching and walking towards a church where it looks like they're meeting other people. We pray for strength, and they all have their heads bowed. We work together. They're making signs that say, we want freedom. We come from all over to march. There are cars filled with lots of people. We follow our leaders. And there's Martin Luther King, and then there's several other people behind Martin Luther King with different signs saying justice for all, equal work, equal pay. We are marching for freedom now. We walk together. We sing. And there's all the people that are marching. They're stopping to sing together. We are hot and tired, but we are filled with hope. They're in Washington, D.C., and they're taking a break while the sun is on them and they're hot because they've been outside for hours marching all day. We lean on each other, and that means that they're there for each other when things are feeling really hard. They know that they can count on the other people that are there for the right reasons. As we march to justice, so now they're still in Washington, D.C., and they're walking towards the Lincoln Memorial. To freedom, and there's an African American boy on top of his dad's shoulders. To our dreams, and it's a picture of Dr. Martin Luther King. And then this is a page that gives you some more information about that march. So I'm going to turn the book to read it. On August 28th, 1963, more than 250,000 people gathered in our nation's capital to participate in the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The march began at the Washington Monument and ended with a rally at the Lincoln Memorial, where iconic musicians such as Mahalia Jackson, Bob Dylan, and Joan Baez performed, and Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his historic I Have a Dream speech. Throughout history, there have been many organized marches when people walked together to advance a common goal. The Selma to Montgomery March, which consisted of 3 separate marches that took place in March of 1965, was held to focus attention on the civil rights movement and the need for outlawing racial discrimination. The routes are now memorialized as the Selma to Montgomery Voting Rights Trail. Following these marches, the country enacted 2 pieces of legislation that were crucial for moving the country toward racial equality. The first was the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which banned racial segregation in public schools, public places, and in select workplaces. The second was the National Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed discriminatory voting practices that denied many African Americans the right to vote. It takes people of all ages and cultural backgrounds to move a nation into a new era of freedom. In a sense, these marches pushed old ideas out of the way and moved new ideas forward. History shows that where there is change, there will often be resistance to change. However, these events demonstrate that through action and determination, people have the power to overcome that resistance. I have always been inspired by the idea of people coming together, joining hands in prayer, lifting their voices in song, and marching towards freedom. Shane Evans. So the author of the book wrote that last section too, where he talks about the history behind the book and the different things that we need to do as a society to make sure that everyone has a voice and has rights. And I just want to say that I'm so happy to be your teacher. I know that you're all great students and we're going to all make a difference in the world together, because that's what makes us so special, is that we're different and we can work together to make the world a better place. So keep on smiling, keep on making a difference, and always do what's right. Bye.